my fan in the background. Like, the climate is very hot, okay? And if I don't have the fan on, I'm gonna have a heat stroke. No joking. So if you're watching this, you already know the title of this video. I'll be talking about my mental health, my experience to be specific. And although mental health is not something to joke about, I will be making some jokes, you know, to kind of get through this video, because mental health overall, it's not easy to talk about unless you joke about it. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So like I said earlier, I will be talking about my experience, my diagnosis, and my process to get through this diagnosis. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I want you guys, my subscribers, to know what's going on with me, with my life and my mental health, and maybe give you an idea what's going on with me, and kind of an explanation why I don't upload once a week or twice a week, and why I'm always late on my posts or not always active on YouTube. And also making this video if anyone is going through something like this, so they know they're not alone. There's other people that are going through this, so it ain't there. So where do I start? I probably should have made notes, you know, to know what I'm going to talk about specifically, but you know what, I'm just gonna wing it. So how do I start? I guess when I was like preteen, you know, teenager, like 13, 14, I kind of noticed I had the symptoms of depression and anxiety. Like, up until now, I knew I had some of the symptoms, but I wasn't very clear if I had depression or anxiety. Like, it wasn't very clear to me if I actually had those things, but I didn't know I had like some of the symptoms. And so, you know, things happened in my life where it got me really stressed and really upset, things I'm not going to mention in this video. And this year, I went through a breakup, which was long overdue. I needed to have that breakup with this person. And then the semester was really hard. I was repeating a class that I had failed previously, and I already had the stress that you can't fail this class again. You can't fail the same class twice. And then I was doing my short films, my documentaries for my classes, and so it was very stressful. And then this other thing happened that I'm not going to talk about, but after that thing happened, I had a mental breakdown, basically. And that's where I said, okay, you know what? I can't deal with this anymore. I've been dealing with the same shit over and over again ever since I was like a preteen, teenager, and I can't deal with it alone anymore. I need help. And so I decided to see a therapist. My eyes watering. I'm not crying, I swear. So I went to see a therapist, and I talked to her and everything, and she gave me a couple options. And one of those options was the partial hospitalization. For those of you that don't know what it is, a partial hospitalization is when you go to a mental health clinic from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and you go to a group therapy. They teach you classes about to manage your emotions and all that. You got to see what psychiatrists, therapists, social workers, and all that. I was really hesitant in doing the partial hospitalization because I had this idea in my head Maybe it's because of all the TV shows or movies that I watch where I thought this idea that mental health clinics were this place where people that were totally insane go. Like there were all these nurses and they put you into these like straight jackets and electroshock. Like it was crazy. I know it's an exaggeration, the idea that I had, but that's what I thought because up until this point, I had never been to a partial hospitalization. I have never been to a mental health clinic. So I had this crazy idea in my head that, oh no, they're gonna force feed me pills. They're gonna give me electroshock therapy, like all those crazy things that you see on TV or movies, which they're not true. I was also hesitant to go there because I was in the middle of my semester and I was going to miss some classes. And so I had the stress on my shoulders that, oh no, I'm gonna miss my class. I'm not gonna be able to finish the work. I have a group project to do. And so I was getting more stressed by the thought I was gonna miss class because I'm going to a mental health clinic. And so at the end, I decided to go. You know, at first it was scary because again, like you didn't know exactly what to expect when you go to a mental health clinic for the first time. But it was alright. It was fine. Everything's a group therapy, so you're not going in alone. You're sharing your experiences with other people that are going to the same or worse shit than you. And you get classes how to manage your emotions, how to take breathing exercises, and all that. You get to see therapists, psychiatrists, and you even get to see a social worker and all that. And in that partial hospitalization, and now what it's supposed to do is one, like I said, give you ways to help you manage your emotions and cope with your mental illness, and also to give you a diagnosis and to see whether you want to take medication or not. That's basically it. So I was there for about a week, and I can honestly say that it was great. I liked everyone that it was there. I liked the psychiatrists, the therapists, the patients. They were all really nice and cool, but I don't want to go back there. And that might sound strange to you, you know, me saying, oh, it was fine. I liked all the people there, but I don't want to go back there because it's a mental health clinic. Like, no one wants to go to a mental health clinic every day if you're a patient. You know, that was the thing. So even though I had a great time there, I don't want to go back there. So in the clinic, they finally gave me my diagnosis, and I have severe depression and severe anxiety, which it wasn't a surprise for me to hear that, but it also was kind of a surprise. I wasn't surprised because I kind of knew that I had the symptoms of depression and anxiety, and also depression and anxiety is the most common mental illness you can have. But what was surprising to me is the level of depression and anxiety that I had. It's like, oh, you have depression, but it's severe depression. Oh, you have anxiety, but it's severe anxiety. Like, it sounds really, really tough to hear that your level of mental illness is like severe. It's like on your worst level ever. So after they gave me my diagnosis and explained to me how everything worked, the other things I could do to help me treat with my illness and cope with it, I decided to take medication. I'm taking antidepressants and some pills to help me sleep better, because apparently there's something that is the opposite of insomnia, which is what I have. Like, let me explain. I'll try to put the name of the thing right here because I don't remember it right now, but it's when you can sleep to 6 to 8 hours straight, but your brain is still working, so it's like you never slept and you wake up extremely tired in the morning. So it's like the opposite of insomnia. When insomnia is like you can't sleep, you stay up all night. But what this is like you can't sleep. Like you can close your eyes, you can go to bed for an 8 to 6 to 8 hours, but your brain is still working. You know, your conscience is still working. So it's like you never slept because your brain is still working. Your brain never got the chance to rest or to go to sleep. So when you wake up, you feel extremely tired, not only physically but mentally, because your brain didn't go to sleep when it was supposed to. So yeah, apparently that was a thing. And thanks to the medication, I am sleeping better. I'm not as tired in the morning as I used to, and the antidepressants have been working a little bit for me. And I've also been doing things besides the medication to help me cope and make me feel better. For example, I've been going jogging in the park, which is something I never done before. Like I would always go to the gym and all that, but when you have anxiety, the gym is like the worst place to go, because you have all these people and you think that all these people are looking at you and judging you for everything that you do. Even if you're doing nothing, they still are judging you, and you just feel extremely uncomfortable. And that's one of the reasons why I don't go to the gym that often. Not because I didn't want to work out, but because I had this huge crippling anxiety inside of me, saying, oh, all these people are judging you. Like, you're wearing these tight leggings, you're wearing a sports bra, like they know what you're doing, you're showing cleavage. Just like not helping at all. And so I decided to go to the park, which it's been good for me, and it's not as bad as going to the gym. Like, there was an instance where I had a panic attack in the middle of one of my laps, and I just finished my laps and I went to my car and I did my breathing exercise, and after that event I went back with my mom because I couldn't handle it the second time that I went jogging in the park and I had this panic attack. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see me well because the sun is super bright today and it's really hot. I think I put some sunblock on my face because I already had a bad sunburn and I don't want that to happen. So I'm recording this because I plan to make a video about my mental health and my experience with my therapist and health clinic. So one of the things that my therapist told me is, hey, do some exercise or go walking for a while. So right now I'm like in a park walking and having a panic attack right now because there's like 4 other men right here and I'm wearing shorts and, a sports bra and everything, and there's a man pulling up who just looked at me and was scared. I'm not saying that anything bad's gonna happen to me, but the first time I went to this park, there's like 3 women and like 2 guys, so I felt comfortable because, sorry, my earphones are falling off and I'm a little bit out of breath. So I was saying there was like 4 women and like 2 other guys, so I felt a little bit comfortable because there were women in there, and I was wearing like black leggings. But now there's no females around here. I'm the only female here. And there's now 5 grown ass men. One of them just pulled up and just looked at me directly. Again, I'm not saying that anything bad is gonna happen to me, but I'm having a panic attack. The first thing that my brain is telling me is, leave, get in your car and leave, but I'm not gonna do that because I literally just got here. I'm breathing, trying to stay calm and just finish what I came here to do, which is take a couple of laps, about 4 to 5 laps. So yeah, that's how my day is going right now. The other thing that I'm doing is writing. My therapist told me that to get a journal or diary and write everything that's going on in your day or what you're thinking, and that's been helping me a lot. I've been also drawing. I haven't done art or drawn since I graduated high school, which is something I love to do. I love painting, I love drawing, and I feel really upset that I abandoned all of that since I entered college. But now I'm doing it again and I feel great. And the other thing that helps me cope with it is, with comedy, watching comedy movies, and music, and dancing. So I feel like my mental health has been improving a lot more than it was before. So that is all I gotta say so far. I'm sorry if I've been rambling a lot. I just talking about this just gives me a little bit of anxiety, so yeah, sorry if I was rambling a lot. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on with me and my mental health and all that. And also to let you guys know that if I'm not posting much on YouTube, it's not that I'm quitting YouTube. I would never quit YouTube because this is one of my creative outlets. I love making YouTube videos, but it's just sometimes it's hard to get motivated. Sometimes it's hard to get out of bed, and sometimes it's hard to turn on the camera and act like you're not depressed. So yeah, if I'm not posting much, it's not that I don't want to make YouTube videos. I do, but it's just sometimes it's hard to be motivated and to find things to talk about or things to do for a YouTube video. So yeah, that's what I wanted to let you guys know. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. All my social medias will be linked down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.